Hello everybody. Sorry we're a minute late getting started. Glad to see everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody. This is Cooking with Mr. Taterbuggin. As always, sure glad to see and have everybody in with us. We're going to be cooking tonight. Tonight we are cooking, by the way, a Skillet Southwest chicken. Really yummy little, simple little recipe to do. Great for the family. I think everybody would like it. Hey, Regina, I see you there.
There's Terry Chisholm. Terry, did you hope you got my note?
Hey, Penny. We're going to set some things aside for Penny.
There's Anne-Marie.
And Cindy Kane. Anne-Marie's here?
Yeah.
Hey, Anne-Marie is here.
Yeah.
That's my sister from down in Aiken, South Carolina.
Yes, thank you, Glenda, for sprinkling.
Hey, well, thank you. Yes, thank you. Glad to see everybody piling in here. Hope y'all watched Lindy a little earlier. She did a cute little candy flower for you. And who is that? Rose Miller. Hey, Rose Miller, I see you there.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thanks, sis.
As always, I have my lovely assistant with me. She's doing comments and commentary and comments.
Hey, Tarita. Hey, Wendy. Wendy loves your cooking shows.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Judy. There's Judy Zeppa. Thank you for sprinkling, Judy. I see that. Thank you. Thank you for the stars. Who is that? Gave all those stars. Becky Volk? Beth Volk? I'm sorry.
Wait.
Is that Beth Volk?
Judy Zeppa sent some. Let me see.
Hey, Karen. It's good to see you. Wow, everybody come on in. Glad to see all of y'all. We're going to get started here now. And again, tonight we're doing a simple skillet. Chicken Southwest, a Skillet Southwest chicken meal. Really very simple. Few things that you'll need: some chicken that's already cooked, you'll need to cook 2 chicken breasts. I'm using boneless chicken breasts. I'm going to use some Mexican rice, and I think I've mentioned that on one of my other videos, but this is one of my favorites here. This is really easy to use. You just get a couple of cups of water boiling and dump this in there and it cooks itself. I'm going to get started here.
Gene, that's a very sweet thing to say. Thank you.
Now when you put this rice in I've already got some water going here, by the way, and it's up to a boil. So you bring that up to a boil, dump that in there.
Did you tell them where we have to get it?
Yeah, now this is this is something we get on Amazon. We had it at our stores here locally for a while, but they quit carrying it, and I found it on Amazon. But it's really, really simple. It's a great Mexican. I use it in several different Mexican recipes. But what you do is you open the package, drop it in 2 cups of boiling water, and stir it for about a minute, and then you just cover it and let it cook. Ready in about 20 minutes. I'm going to turn that timer on for that.
Cindy, I can forgive you if you were at Hobby Lobby with your sister. I understand. That's okay. Wanda said, gee, you're smoking tonight. I see you are giving off steam.
Easy now. Cindy Kane says, sorry she missed you earlier, Lindy.
That's what I was just telling her.
Oh, okay.
Moidle's here.
Hey, Moidle. That's my other sister. All right, that's to a boil, and we stirred it for about a minute here. And then we're going to turn it down and let it simmer. I'm going to put a lid on it while that's cooking. That is not the right lid.
No, it is not.
That did not fit, but it will work.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go, let's see, I'm going to tilt this down. Maybe you can see what I'm doing a little better here.
Donna, are you serious? She
Yeah.
said they sell those rice packets at Dollar Tree.
Those rice packets?
Huh. I've got to look. I've never looked for them.
I've never seen them there. All right. So y'all can see, yeah, you can pretty much see the skillet there without me getting completely out of the picture. I'm going to turn that.
Frida said we all knew Mr. T is smoking hot in his kitchen.
Easy does it. Easy, girls. All right. I'm going to start by, we're going to cook some onion here. And it takes, we're going to take a medium-sized onion here. What I'm going to do is quarter this, and I'm going to use my fancy little dicer-ricer here. Just drop those quarters in there and lock the top back on, and give it a pull a few times. And it dices that up real nice for you.
Uh-oh, the birthday dude is here.
Chris is here?
Yeah.
My son is going to be 31 years old tomorrow. That's my youngest, or our youngest.
Y'all need to talk him into cooking for you again.
Yeah, Chris needs to cook for y'all. All right.
It does, Penny. She said, wow, that chopper holds a lot.
It does. It holds a lot of, that's a pretty good size onion. I'm going to rinse this off a little bit.
Y'all are so sweet to wish him a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey, Sarah, I'm glad you're here.
All right, we got some, get that simmering just a little bit on the rice. We've got some butter going on here. It's melted in my skillet for me here. We're going to dump that onion in there, and I'm not going to go for the excess there because that's a pretty good size onion. And we're just going to let that cook a little bit. Now, while that's started, can y'all see that? Can y'all hear that? Cooking with power right there. All right, got my burner just a little hot. We're going to let that cool down a little bit. I hope y'all like a Southwest meal. This is really good. I tried it out on my little darling last night, and she seemed to like it very well. So
Jody Tate, she said, is it spicy?
it is not too spicy
It
for
really
you.
isn't.
It's got some Rotel in it now, but it's not really spicy. But you can make it that way. You can adjust it. Now that was a little pepper that I'm putting in there.
We're keeping it real mild for the parents tonight, though.
That's it. I'm going to put a little salt in there with my fancy little salt shaker grinder thingy doer.
Michelle, I totally understand. I totally understand.
Now we're going to take a pretty little red pepper.
Why did they do this every time?
I don't know. Hey, I don't know why they have to act that. Sarge, no. Hey.
He's telling on his brother. Sorry. He is the boss. He is.
Sorry for the extra entertainment there, Sarge.
You get your feelings hurt. Very good.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red pepper and I'm going to slice it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's putting the pepper in. Jody could definitely not eat this, but it's not spicy hot, you know.
Well, the red pepper, I will say this, the red pepper is optional. And when we post the recipe in the morning, you'll see that I have the red pepper listed as optional. You do not have to put that in there. But Jody, it does have some Rotel in it, so I don't know if you can do that or not.
No.
But we're going to make it pretty mild here tonight.
You're exactly right, Cindy. It never fails. But you know, he's over the big baby's over there sucking on his blanket because he got his feelings hurt.
He's a big baby.
All
All right,
William's dog is looking for SARS.
I'm just going to dice this red pepper up a little bit to go in there.
I do too, Rita. They were all talking about they love the smell of onions cooking.
Yeah. We're going to get those onions. What we want to do is try to get those onions going soft and clear. But at the same time, we're going to try to get this pepper in there so it can be cooking. Bear with me just a minute while I get this all sliced up here. And I'm going to dump that in there so that'll help cool it. Skillet down a little bit for me too.
Hey Doreen, how are you doing? Oh, thank you for the stars.
Oh, thank you. How we doing on?
166. He always does, Celeste. They always want a bite. And they usually end up getting a bite of the things that are okay.
What's that? These hounds?
Yeah. They just had their supper too.
Yeah, they have eaten. They have been well fed.
Thank you for the hearts. You're getting a bunch of hearts, baby.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to try to speed that up a little bit. I'll tell you a little trick if y'all don't know this.
Thanks,
To
Tammy.
soften up these onions and these peppers real quickly. Get them in the middle of your skillet like that. And if you've got a cover, you can put that on there. But if you don't, just take a paper plate, drop it right over the top of them like that, and it'll steam them.
You so fancy.
All right, so a couple of things we're going to need. We need a big can of black beans that's going to go in there, but those have to be drained and rinsed. So let me get my strainer here.
Hey, Lori.
Y'all bear with me while I get that done for you.
Peggy, it does smell good in here. Hey, Cusey.
What I'm going to do is just put these in a strainer. I'm going to rinse them a little bit, shuffle them around a little bit. So you don't want all that old all that old sauce going in there.
Hey, Penny. Hey,
All right.
Nelda.
I'm going to let those drain a little bit. We're going to have to open up.
Suzanne wants to know if she could use pinto beans.
Sure you
That
could.
would be fine.
You know, you can use pinto beans. You could use chili beans if you want to.
Love black beans, though.
The black beans have quite that good Mexican taste.
Or Southwest, yeah. Hey, Cherokee.
All right, so I'm just stirring the onions and those red peppers around a little bit, and I'm going to put this plate right back on the top of them.
Say Cherokee Cheyenne, I'm sorry.
All right, and I'm gonna open up, wait a minute.
Oh,
I wanna show you this. This is something that's really cool that my wife found. It is Del Monte whole kernel Southwest corn, and if you'll notice, it has some poblano and some red peppers in it, but they're very, very mild.
I've seen that all my life. I'm sure y'all have probably seen that. Thank y'all for the stars. Yeah, they started a star party.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls. I'm gonna drain those and get those ready to go in here.
Thanks for all those hearts. Hey, Susie. Thank you for sprinkling, Emily. Oh, thank you, Tammy, for the stars. He is making a Skillet Southwest chicken dish.
Now on the recipe, it asks for or calls for Rotel tomatoes. That's just a spiced up little diced tomato with some green chilies in it. Probably everybody's familiar with that, I hope. All right, these are coming along real well here now.
That sounds good, Suzanne. Yeah, it's smelling good.
Yeah, those peppers and onions really do smell good. All right, those are, I'm gonna take the lid off of those now.
Thank you, Mary. Mary sending stars.
I don't know what you're laughing about.
Your face.
All right. Our rice is doing good. The onions coming right along here. They're just about ready for me to start. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of garlic. That's minced garlic. I've got those kind of measured out. We're going to add...
Oh, you got your star party. Y'all did it.
Yay, thank you.
There goes all the stars.
Wow, they did that very quick, didn't they?
Thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Cindy. I see that. Thank you. And what does that say? Unfortunately, my husband won't eat this. He hates onions, bell peppers, tomato. Oh, golly. That's all good things. It's all good things. He's a picky eater, I take it. All right,
Sounds like my mom.
let me get these open here, and I'll get back in the camera. That was the can opener.
It was, yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it did that for, but. All right, stir that garlic all in there. Let that come.
Jenny's got to get to 300 to do the jig.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yeah.
Takes 300 to get that jig. We want the garlic, as the professionals call it, to become fragrant. I thought they were pretty much in
It
there.
smells fragrant to me.
Yep, it's there. It's there. All right, so we got all that put together. Got the garlic in there, and we're going to start adding all of the extras now. We're going to put in the whole can of Rotel tomatoes. We're going to put in the Southwest corn mixture, and this puts a lot of good color in there.
Chris Tate says your face is fragrant.
Thanks, Chris. That's my boy. We're going to put the black beans in there.
We needed that from you since Aunt Tricia isn't here, because she probably would have said the same thing.
Yeah. Get these out of the way.
I can't wait to tell her you said that.
All right, we're going to stir these around just a little bit. And you'll see the color that starts to come into this dish. That's One of the cool things about it is a very colorful dish.
Oh, good, Regina. She said my husband will eat this, and I'll be making it too.
Oh, this is good stuff right here.
This is a good one.
All right. So now we need to add a few seasonings. We're going to add chili powder. This is I think, let me look at the recipe here. The chili powder is 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and then a half a teaspoon of paprika that we're going to put in there. We're going to put in a half a teaspoon of cumin. We're going to put in a whole tablespoon of garlic powder. And then we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of, I use taco seasoning. The recipe calls for either fajito seasoning,
The close cousin of Frito.
yeah, fajita seasoning or taco seasoning. I like to use taco seasoning. Okay. Then we're going to put in there about let's see, it calls for 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
Cherokee Cheyenne said, oh my goodness, my 4-year-old granddaughter's watching this video with me and said, Cece, that's Pops. That's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Ritonia. No Dollar Tree spoon tonight.
No, I'm using the good old solid wood spoon tonight. Now I also put in the other tablespoon of butter, and it calls for salted butter.
Hey,
so
Stacey.
we're going to mix this up a little bit.
No, his face is not literally fragrant. It's just a silly thing that
it's a funny thing that we use.
Like, well, your face is. Whatever you're saying, well, your face is.
Yeah, your face. All right, so we're about ready to put the chicken in here. The temperature's coming up on this, and just the juices of the tomato and what's left in that corn, what's left in the onion will make it kind of good and juicy. This is going to make, by the way, you need to use a big skillet now because this makes a bunch. I am going to use 2 full chicken breasts, and I'm going to shred that for you, and hopefully that won't take me forever to do for you.
There's Trish. She's finally here. You missed it. Chris took over for you. Hey, Denise.
And I just you can either dice this chicken or you can use the shredded method. I like to shred it, but it doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you, however you want to do it. The chicken, I grilled this earlier this afternoon. For those of you that were watching Lindy, I guess you saw that I was preparing it back at that time, and I just put it on the grill, let it grill real nicely and get done and cool down.
Sue, I'll post the recipe tonight after this live.
Yes.
He got it all typed up for me already.
Yep. And I'm about to get our first breast here shredded.
He did, Melissa, that's right.
What did I do?
She's had an extensive dental surgery and can only have soft food. So she said, I bet he shredded that chicken just for me.
I did. And I'm just going to make sure that it's cut up real good here.
Well, Penny, day before yesterday, there was ice on ours too. So I feel you.
Yeah. Where's Penny in Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to put that chicken in here. That one's shredded up real nicely. We're going to put that in. We're going to go to the next one real quickly.
So Trish wanted to know what Chris did. Gerald had said that you want the garlic to be fragrant, and it's fragrant. And so Chris popped on and said, your face is fragrant. And then everybody thought that Mr. Taterbuggin had a sweet smelling face.
Yeah.
But I had said that's something you would say.
Maybe I do.
Oh, Robin, I think I need to look into that. I woke up one morning this week thinking about that I need to count up how many recipes and if it's time for me to do an addendum. Yes, Kathy, he does season the chicken. I believe we have that. Did you do that recipe?
I use Emerald's Essence on the chicken, and Emerald's Essence has got a little cayenne in it, so it does spice that up a little bit.
I think that's in the first part of your cookbook, isn't it? The
It
whole
is.
Grilled chicken, he did that.
Yeah, it is in the cookbook. As a matter of fact, the recipe for that essence is. Let me give this a little bit of a stir here.
I knew you'd appreciate that, Trish. I had said, after he said it, I said, that's something you would have said if you were here. Crazy.
All right, we got a pot going on here now.
Oh, Tanya Ann. Tanya Ann. However you pronounce it, yes, I am very, very, very blessed. And it's welcome to his show. This is Cooking with Mr. Taterbuggin. I'm so glad you're here.
We got new people.
Okay, so Michelle said, is this pretty much udon chicken just skillet style?
Oh, it's really different from
This
the
is
udon
pretty
chicken.
different, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different because it's got a lot of, again, Southwest
Vegetables
and a lot of vegetables and a lot of extra seasonings in it.
I agree, Dreama. Once he retired, he loved to cook, so he took over the cooking, and I gladly gave that up.
Real quick, she did, by the way.
Yeah, I love to bake when I'm in the mood, but cooking, no, I did it a lot of years, but it wasn't my favorite.
All right, so we've got that chicken is in there now. Here, Pete.
Yes, there are black beans in it, Trish, and Mexican corn.
And I'm just going to give this a little bit of stir just to kind of mix in all of that goodness on top of that chicken, that shredded chicken.
So we just compiled all of the first 32 recipes he did on his lives and put it in our online shop, and then I'll just continue to add to it every so often, and I think it's about time.
I think so, because this recipe won't be in there, and I know everybody's going to want to see that.
Hey, Darla, actually the Rotel has the green chilies in it, so we didn't add extra green chilies. It's just the green chilies that are in the Rotel tomatoes.
Now, I will say this, on the recipe, I put a little note at the bottom that if you can't find or don't have Rotel tomatoes, you can use diced tomatoes and just add a few extra things. If you don't have the Southwest corn, you can just get whole kernel corn, add some green chilies, peppers to those. All right, so
Penny, do you think this would freeze well?
I don't know about freezing it. It stays good in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days. It's not going to last forever because it does have chicken in it.
It reheats well. We can attest to that. And there are other dishes you can make with it, like what we're going to do tonight, right?
Yeah, tonight after we finish with this, we're going to take this dish over to our in-laws next door. I know y'all have heard that story, but we're going to take what I cooked last night. We have a good bit of that left over. We're going to make some quesadillas out of it. What we'll do is use a big skillet like this, put a big tortilla in there, put some of this mixture in there, put a little extra cheese in it.
And some sour cream.
Make it a little cheesy. All right, so our Mexican rice is done. Can everybody see that? Now, if you'll take a fork and just kind of fluff that a little bit so that it doesn't stick together.
That's what I was afraid, Michelle. Yeah, it turned mushy.
And then we're going to just...
Your neighbor's here, Joe Chalmers.
Oh, no.
He said, so that's why Sarge was howling.
Yeah. All right, we're going to put that rice right in there. And again, you'll see that this skillet is filling up. That is quite...
Yeah, they're talking about how much it makes. It makes a big old skillet
It
full.
makes a big old skillet full. You may even want to use a bigger pot or something, but... And I guess I really ought to do that, because you have to be careful not to...
You can't flip that.
Can't flip that.
You can't toss it.
This is...
That's a good question, Betty. I don't know. Is there a difference between Mexican rice and Spanish rice?
No, I don't think so.
I'd have to Google it. I doubt there is.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
You can catch it on replay, Cindy. It'll be here on Facebook and on YouTube.
Probably easier and more fun to, or easier to watch on YouTube.
It's easier to find and navigate, I think.
Yeah. Just go to our Taterbuggin page and look down the recipes and look up Skillet Southwest Chicken. Now, can you have a good picture of this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see all the colors that are in there?
Yeah, they've been talking. Does it end up too dry after rice is added? No, it is so good.
No, because, and if it does, take a little bit of chicken broth and add to it. And that's what I'm about to do, honestly, because this is dry, getting dry, a little bit too dry for me. So I'm going to put a little bit of chicken broth in there.
I'm telling you, Betty, we've tried others like that. And this Vigo, however you pronounce it, that we get is...
Vigo or Vigo, whichever you...
By far, so much better. There's just a better flavor.
I'm just going to add maybe a half a cup. Use whatever you need, add whatever you need. Just want to try to keep it moist because we're about to put some cheese in there, and that'll help too. We have all of our seasonings in there.
Wait, what did Christopher Tate? This is why you need to watch Christopher Tate live. He said, Mexican rice wears a sombrero. Spanish rice feeds conquistadors. Yes, he is, Betty.
That's my boy.
He's so
That's
good.
my boy. All right. So we have 2 cups of Mexican blend rice. We're going to, in this, we're going to sprinkle in about a cup first. I'm going to use just a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of mix that in.
All the laughing faces.
And let this... Conquistadors do wear a different hat, don't they?
Yes, he is, Betty. And my daddy's.
Ask him where he's from.
Yeah. If y'all haven't seen the live cooking show that Chris did, you really need to watch it.
You really do. All right.
That was actually the last thing he put in there was Mexican cheese.
Mexican blend shredded cheese, yeah. So I'm going to put
Christopher Tom.
another maybe half a cup or so. Listen.
Oh, you called it Mexican rice. I see. It's actually Mexican cheese blend.
Oh, did I say that? Oh. And listen, you can't put too much cheese in a dish like this.
That's what he said, Becky. Yep.
Sorry.
No, she was saying that where Christopher Tate, where'd you come from? He said his mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's a funny one.
All right, we're just going to turn this over now and just kind of, don't stir it, kind of fold it so that you don't make it too mushy. That's getting good and cheesy. Now I'm going to turn the fire down here a little bit.
I want to stick my face in that. It looks so good. And I've eaten it the last 2 meals already.
Yeah, this one's really good. This one's turning out good.
Hey, Beverly. It smells divine, Judy.
All right, so once you've got the cheese mixed into there, take the other, maybe a half a cup or so, and sprinkle it on the top. And just let it kind of melt into the top. That's not quite enough for me. I'm gonna put a little more cheese on there. Because like I said, you can't have too much cheese on a Mexican dish. All right, while that's melting in, I want to show y'all something.
Oh, yes, Melissa. So, oh, aw.
Today, Lindy had a little live, and she made.
I did a little live.
I'm gonna. Well, it wasn't a little.
I did
It was a little live.
live.
She made these sweet little cookies, and they are
Oh, it's a
M&Ms,
snack.
and they have pretzels on the back with a white wafer, chocolate wafer,
Yeah.
melted into it with M&Ms on top. Can you see that little guy? Let me get it up there.
Very springy.
Look at that. And those are good. These are really great little snacks.
I did have one, and they're good. Linda had a little laugh. I heard that just like your daddy would say it, Trish.
Great little snack.
Linda had a little live.
Lindy had a little laugh.
Linda.
All right.
Well, Linda's here. Thank you, Terry. Y'all are so sweet. Thanks, Regina.
If y'all will bear with me just a minute, I'm going to try to get some of this.
He does a little cleaning as he cooks, y'all.
Yep.
Purdy. Yeah, they're purdy.
I'm going to get some of this out of the way. And now the recipe also says you can use a little cilantro for garnish. That pretty little thing over there does not like cilantro, so we're not going to do that tonight, but you can use it. You'll see it on the recipe. Also, you're going to put a big old dollop of sour cream on top of it.
Do a dollop of Daisy.
Little dollop of Daisy.
Hey, babe, where'd you get the white cutting board that you just used? Do we remember? Where did we get that?
Target, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think. All right, so let's plate a little bit of this up.
You neither what, Moidle? Hey, Tony. Yeah, I know. Sarge says, do you not see me here? I'm right here.
All right, so we got that. I'm gonna take that off that fire because I don't want it to cook too much.
Hey, Jane. Oh, Stacy, no. It's snowing in, yeah. Oh, what? Okay, see, here's the thing. You either love cilantro or you hate it. There's no middle ground, and 2 more people have said that they hate cilantro. I can't even think about cilantro.
Well, I like cilantro, sir. But
Oh,
That's
Tony,
neither
I'm
here
so
nor there.
glad you got your Happy Mail today.
what's that?
Tony McGee got her Happy Mail today.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All
Regina
right.
loves it.
So we've got, I just put a little extra cheese on the top. We're going to top that with a
It's
good dollop of sour cream.
It's too harsh.
And it's ready to eat. And it is, the flavor smell. Oh,
Smell.
Smell.
Ooh, it smells so good.
Smells good. And I'm going to try a bite. A little of that sour cream on there. Oh. It always turns out so good.
Mm-hmm. Betty. Betty said, "Is that heavy whipping cream?"
It
I'm
is
waiting
not.
for my quesadilla.
Oh, you're going to wait on the
I'm gonna
quesadilla?
wait on the quesadilla.
Okay. Well, y'all will enjoy this. It's a great meal. I think the kids will eat it. I think everyone, except that one woman whose husband didn't like all the good stuff that's in here.
I think you can stuff that in a tortilla and make a quesadilla out of it for leftovers.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah,
And-
Regina, he would garnish it with green onions, but
But
Donna said,
And-
"Did I hear a udon?"
it is udon. It is really udon. I think everybody will like this one. If you like anything Mexican,
Or Southwest.
if you like Southwest Mexican, it is really good, and we can attest to the fact that put it in the refrigerator and get it out the next day, warm it right back up, and it comes right back alive. It's great.
Yeah, Sue, I would think you could heat up a tortilla and roll it up like a burrito. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up a tortilla in the skillet and put this in as a filling. We have leftovers from last night.
Put this in as a filling. Put another tortilla, or add some more extra cheese.
Yeah.
And then put another tortilla on the top of it. Let it just kind of warm up a little bit, and it's going to be great. We're gonna enjoy
I'm
that.
looking forward to it. You know, when you put the tortilla, like we've got a griddle pan, and it kind of crisps up the outside of the tortilla, and it makes
Yeah.
Ooh, my mouth is watering.
Makes it really good. And we're going to take all of this over next door and give it to the in-laws, and then let them jump right in the middle of it too.
Gayleen, believe it or not, it is not too spicy, or we will hear it from my parents. So we
Yes.
kept it not too spicy tonight. You can make it as spicy or as not spicy as you want to.
That's right. You can, you can eliminate, the recipe calls for that chili powder. You can eliminate that. You can go easy on the essence that you put on your chicken when you grill it, or if you bake it, you can do it kind of lightly. You can.
Regina, yes. I'm so sorry. She said tortilla chips. Eat it like a dip.
Oh gosh.
Get your Frito scoops out the next day. Ooh.
Give me those. Give me those tortillas.
The tortillas or the scoops?
The tortillas. Let's see. There were a couple of notes that I put on there. I think I mentioned those. The chicken can be grilled, baked, boiled, whatever we want to do. If you boil it, make sure that you season it when it comes out. If you can't find the Southwest corn, you can use whole kernel corn. Use let's see, I put on there 1 tablespoon of green chili peppers. Add 1 green bell pepper. Dice that up. Red bell pepper. Dice that up, and then add a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And you've got the Southwest. Southwest, hey, that's my puppy. Southwest mixture of corn. How's that?
On a tortilla chip?
Oh, the tortilla chip. That's
Stop
good.
it.
Stop right now.
Yes, Frito scoops. Oh, it would be heavenly.
Yeah, look at that. Put that right on a chip.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's good.
Really good. That's what we're doing tonight, Judy. We are going to make quesadillas out of it tonight.
That's what's going to happen. So I think that's really all I have for you tonight. We're going to post a recipe in the morning. It'll be on...
I may go on and post it tonight since he's already got it. It'll be on the Taterbuggin page.
Yeah. It'll be on the Taterbuggin page, and we're only at 160, so...
Where was everybody tonight?
I don't know. Where was everybody?
We're losing our popularity.
Yeah. What happened? Y'all don't love me anymore?
Oh.
All right. Well, we're going to let you go and get back to your family, and we're going to have some supper. And I'm going to have to pet this guy a little bit more. All right, thank you for joining us as always. Lindy will be back live Sunday.
I think Moidle will probably be live tomorrow too. So
Moidle's going to be live tomorrow at 2 usually.
turn your stove off. I don't know what time. Moidle, are you here? What time are you going to be live tomorrow?
If you're there, if you can answer real quick.
I'll send out a text for you.
It really is yummy good. Y'all give this one a try. This one, you know, I'll tell you that there's Libby, but I didn't know she was here. I like simple recipes. I am not a real connoisseur of food, so
You're not a true chef. But
not
you
a
love
not
to
a true
cook.
chef. So, but I like to cook simple meals that taste good, have a lot of flavor. This does. This has got lots of flavors in there, and you really ought to try this. And
Okay, so September morn, Moidle's Magic will be live at 1 p.m. Central tomorrow.
1 p.m. Central tomorrow. Moidle with September morn.
Morn.
September morn.
Morn.
Morn. All right, we're going to let you go. Thanks for being here. We love you, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Good night.